Guys, I have an idea. I think this is a good idea. We are going to start a new series once a week where I have ChatGPT come up with a recipe for me. We're going to go out and we're going to buy those things, come back, make the recipe, and we're going to try it. Sunday afternoon. It has been a good Sunday so far, and we are going to do something slightly different today, but normal, if that makes any sense. We are going to use sourdough starter or discard to make some pasta because we have something coming up later in the week and I want to make homemade pasta for it. But the kicker is I'm going to use AI, specifically ChatGPT, to give me the recipe, and we are going to follow it. And we are going to see how good AI can make this recipe. So yes, Jonathan is in the kitchen with me today because we make pasta like 2 or 3 times a year, not that often, and it's kind of a 2-people job. He's a lot better at it than I am, I feel like. We do use the KitchenAid for making the pasta. I do have these attachments that I got for Christmas a couple years ago. Super helpful. It's much easier to use these than to hand roll it. And then we have a pasta dryer, which is also super handy. Let's get into it. Let's make some pasta. Let's follow AI. Let's do it. You're the expert.
Yeah.
You really are. So I cut this dough into 4 pieces, and we do one at a time, obviously. Yep. Here, you get it out.
The whole thing.
The 4. The one of the quarters. And then, yeah, looks like this. Explain what this part does.
It just gets it thinner and thinner to the point where you can put it through this die, which actually makes the spaghetti.
Yeah, we're going for spaghetti. I think you can do linguine, fettuccine.
Yeah, you can make sheets, obviously.
Yeah.
But hey, you start with a certain size. Like you start with a 1, and for the one we're doing, you go all the way down to a 5, 1 by 1.
And the directions say.
Yeah, the directions say. And I use like a 2, 1 or stir or 2, just depending on how I feel.
Jonathan is very clearly the expert. Don't you also fold it like you?
Yeah, we fold it a couple times to get it the
to
width. Once it kind of goes through like that, there's like no real difficulty, then you start squeezing it down.
You put it to a 3?
Yep. So pretty much once I've started, I just keep going. I don't let it go through unless it's really having a problem or some other issue.
And then do we take it off and do the...
Yeah, that's normally what we do. We'll normally stop. So we get it this then, we'll set it. We'll stop it. And we'll take the flattening die out. And then run.
Okay.
So again, and turn into like a 2. It doesn't have a size adjustment because that's not what you're doing.
It's just, it literally says spaghetti on it. And I got my thing.
Kind of go through it?
Yeah.
You do kind of want to help it along. You don't want to let it drag, or else it's just gonna jumble all up and lock. So.
And then this has like a, I don't know, an indentation on the bottom. You literally just like put it on like that, and then you let it dry. You can either use the pasta fresh, which is what we're gonna do tonight, or you can let it dry and then store it. Yeah.
Kind of start off as like a thicker sheet, as much as you can, somewhat square. Go to like speed 2. The first time you do it.
And you're on setting 1 of the die.
Yes. The first time through, sometimes it's very chunky. Just depends. It's like really sticky. But overall, you kind of want to try to fold it back into a rectangular sheet and then send it through again. And sometimes, like this one, I'm just going to send it through one more time. You can just kind of sound here by the motor if it's struggling or not, if it's really kind of compressing it. That time it didn't. So now I'm going to go do it too, and run it through again. Not again, but run it through. If it becomes like sticky to the rollers, you can definitely flour the sheet or the rollers themselves. Again, I just went to a 3 and then I'm going to send it back through. Slowly just reducing the thickness.
Should we cut that sheet?
Yeah, we can cut it. So sometimes the sheet gets a little long.
Yeah, and you have to send it through to a 5, so it would be like super long, so we cut the sheet.
So if you do that, just remember, you know, you did it at 3. I think I sent it through.
Is it on a 4 now?
No, it's still on a 3. I'm just going to send it through and make sure I didn't change it. I don't think I did, but... So that was a 4, now this is the final 5. But I'll drop it all.
Flouring it just helps the noodles not stick together when you run it through. Pretty much.
That flour does do better.
Yeah.
Like the pasta.
Now you either can cook it right away, so you just bring a pot of water to boiling with salt, and you cook these for 3 to 5 minutes, or you can just let it dry and then store it that way. But you can definitely tell the difference to the ones we floured. It's not stuck together, it's all nice. And the ones we didn't flour, it's kind of stuck together into like a sheet, but that's okay. It's a learning curve. Looks good though. Just say what you're gonna say.
I think it's really good. It has a great texture and it's not too thick.
Do you think it's different than like the normal pasta we make, or does it taste the same?
I think it tastes the same, but it has definitely a little bit different texture.
It's good though.
Yeah, it's really good.
Alright, bye!